Hello, hello, everybody. How are you all? Gotta get a little closer here, Joshy.
I'm trying to get myself set up first.
Oh, let's see who all's in the house. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Had trouble getting my headset connected. So,
Believe it or not, I actually fixed it.
yeah, I hope. Oh, shut up, Ronald Jane. Can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me okay.
You're coming through a little quiet on my end.
You got your volume down, dude. Michelle says, hello, Josh.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
What?
Please turn it up and see if you can hear me. Okay, yeah. All right. So, I guess y'all can hear me okay? Yes, thank you, Christina.
A little louder for the people in back.
Gosh. But I want to say hi to everybody in the room before Josh gets me totally off guard here. Looky, there's Steven. Okay. Renee, hello, hello. How are you, sweetheart? Ashley. Hello, Pack Rat Godfather.
Not for you.
Michelle Leonardo.
You know, the chat might come through better if I have it on live chat.
Pack Rat Mom says you can call her whenever we get off of here. Your late sister.
Hi.
Oh, Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Hello, hello. Remind me to remove Ron Jean from any intro videos that I have. You know, get rid of any photos of him. I don't know if I've got any on there of him, but you know, I'm gonna take him off.
You just want to be like, yeah, no.
Hello, Christina. Yeah. Alan, hello, sweetheart. Uh, Mom's taking up for her baby boy. Hello, Resident Evil. How is everybody today? That you got to tell me. It's you are eating the last of those chips.
There's still about a third of a tin left.
Oh,
Not going to be there by the time the live's over.
he is eating my chips. Mm-hmm.
What?
Quit chomping. Oh my gosh. We've only got 7 in the house tonight. Oh my goodness. How many thumbs up have we got, Bub? Can you see? Oh my goodness. Magnificent Germany with Darian.
4.
Yes, I got to try and call your mom tonight. It has been so busy today. I've got to call tomorrow.
We got 8 in here.
So, yeah.
And up to 6.
But I've got to.
6 thumbs up.
6 thumbs up. All right. All right. I hate my phone being up so high. I'm like, what's going on over there? Trying to read it. But I still have to look up to read it. So. Oh, baby. The baby. Debbie F. Hello. Yes, Ronald Jean's the baby. The baby.
Actually, no, Jaeger's. Jaeger's the baby.
Jaeger's the baby now?
Mm-hmm.
I think Bella's the baby now. I think Bella's the baby now. She's just the diva. Oh, goodness, guys. Hello, Patricia. I am sorry I did not call you today. I had all intentions, but after I got done with my stressful morning, which turned into a relaxing afternoon, I fell asleep. So
I know, big surprise there, right?
I know, right? Big surprise. Whoop, whoop. You took a nap too.
No, I didn't.
Oh, well, I thought you did.
No.
But hey, I woke up and Mama had baked a cake, so there's something good come out of it. Darian saying, hi, Mom. He's talking to his mom in here. Diane Phoenix, hello. I'm trying to let a little more people come in and tell you about my awesome day. I'm telling you all, I have not witnessed a day like today. I don't think I've ever witnessed a day like today. Um, have you ever witnessed a day like today? No, I think this is about a first for all of us.
What's funny is I've never witnessed a day like this, and I work in a courthouse.
Yeah. And I mean, Jason, 3 a.m. Forged, you missed it. Steve's right here. Never far from us. Oh,
Now, Steven, you sit
working
straight up,
on
okay?
dinner, but here. Okay, Christina. Oh, I ain't even had dinner yet. Don't know if I can have dinner after the lunch we had. Ooh, but we were celebrating. So, I think I've already told Diane the good news, and a couple of yous got a little sneak peek, but I got permission to tell the story. So, as you all know, well, some of yous may know, some of yous may not know. I'll put it that way. I had been a while back requesting prayer for my cousin and his situation. And to go back to try to make a long story short, it's been about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and he had done some work for a guy. The guy refused to pay him, got mouthy with him, and hit my cousin upside the head with a shovel. My cousin did basically the same thing any other person would do.
Hit it back.
Took the shovel and hit him back. From what I can understand, okay? And then he separated from the fight, went across the road to the house, to family member's house, called 911, did everything you would normally do. Guy attacked me, blah, blah, blah. Well, hello, Charlie Grace. Well, he got railroaded. And his first lawyer even sent a message to the judge telling him he did not represent him correctly. He did not show all the evidence correctly. He didn't show all the evidence, period. Didn't call witnesses that he should have. Screwed it up from the beginning, okay? Well, I call him Bub because we've been raised like brothers and sisters. He spent almost 6 years in the federal pen.
Did.
He did.
Not about did.
I mean, federal, hardcore prison, because they charged him with attempted murder. And he was sentenced to 40 years. And all he was doing was defending himself, And year after years of fighting, trying to get an appeals, to try to get the judge to open the case back up. The judge was a little snot nose, or an older snot nose, I don't know. But he refused to hear it again. He'd heard it once and he didn't want to hear it again. And it took some real struggles, but we finally found an appellate lawyer that got him a new trial. And so he was released on bond, awaiting new trial. And you're going to scoot a little closer, baby. We both can't fit in the same thing here. Okay. So it's been about 1.5 years fighting this new trial. Well, they went to court a couple of weeks ago, and went with the stand your own ground. hearing, which is basically, you're defending yourself. You have a right to defend yourself. Um, so we had to prove that he was not, I mean, the way they had made it out, he was the aggressor. He went over there with the intent to do bodily harm and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Well, we got a call Friday, but today we actually went out and saw the lawyer. And now to listen at Bub's story, he was in prison with hardcore criminals, gangsters, felons, yeah. And he never gave up his faith in God. He prayed daily. He would have, thank you, Kenneth, for sharing this out. He would have,
what that was?
Yeah, he would have Bible studies with other inmates. He would hold like little church and stuff with other inmates. He would have gang members standing outside of his prison cell, listening and crying. He never gave up on his faith. And today he admitted, even though when he felt he had been forsaken and forgotten about, he still prayed. He prayed to a God that he thought wasn't even listening to him, but he still prayed. And today we went out to sign the papers that Bub's hearing had went in his favor. The charges were reversed. They were dropped, or whatever you want to call it. And he is a free man. Now, they are going to work on getting it off his case and everything. And, oh, yeah.
I'll get it since I can see
Yeah.
the camera back.
Here is the lawyer, and this over here is Bub. This is the lawyer also signing the paperwork because he wanted to put a special message on there to Bub. And he joked that he's going to have knee replacement surgery for as many times he's been on his knees praying for Bub. This whole office was just amazing in taking on this case. And I'm sorry I have cried all day. I mean, it has just been an emotional roller coaster.
We'll let you get away with it this
time. And luckily his girlfriend was here when everybody got the news. And they actually Saturday night, and I know to most people it don't make a big deal, but they were actually able to go out on their first dinner date. Bub was relaxed enough that he could actually walk inside of a restaurant and sit down with his fiance and have dinner. He was so scared that if he looked the wrong way, the cops would pick him up and put him back in prison. He has lived on eggshells the whole time he's been out. And I told him one day, I said, Bub, you're still in prison yourself, because of your fears. You're letting your fears imprison you. And which, until we go through what they've gone through, we don't know. But PTSD is a real thing. And so we were out there today, and BJ introduced his fiance to the lawyer. and she's crying and she's thanking him that they've literally given them their life back. They can now plan a wedding. They can plan their future. And I mean, everybody was just giving God the praise because every other place or every other attempt would not hear this case. They said there was no hope, no, And this judge wrote the paperwork. He studied the case, the new evidence. He fixed this paperwork so strong that the state basically doesn't have a chance to appeal it.
To literally quote the attorney, said they would have to be crazy to attempt to
appeal it.
Yeah, appeal it.
Because they do have 30 days to appeal it. But
it was said that the report that the judge had written up was as close to being bulletproof as any report can get.
Yeah. It brought out all the new evidence that wasn't given in the original trial, broke everything down, why he reasoned like this and why this, what he, the lies that they caught the other guy in. He wrote it down to where it could withstand itself. And so now if the state tries to overdo it, they're going against the word of the judge. They're
not calling a defendant or an accuser a liar. They're calling the judge a liar.
Yeah. So I have no worries. Today has just been amazing. When you see a lawyer and a law firm hugging each other, hugging the defendant, crying and praising God and giving God the glory, and it took me back. It kind of set me back a little bit, because you sit and you wonder, how many times have we faced just a little bump in life, and we want to give up. We want to give up on the fight, or the struggle just seems too big. Could you imagine sitting in a prison, which you didn't even have your own cell? You were in what they called a pod with 40, 50, 70 other people. It was cots 3 feet apart from each other. So you literally had a cot that you called your own. Watching the evils that go on in these prisons. And unfortunately, Florida prisons
are state run, not federally ran.
Yeah, they're not federally ran. They're privately ran. So you can't just say, it's my federal right, because federal has nothing to do with these prisons. The prison system, the federal prison system may say, only so many people to a pod. Well, it don't matter down here because they don't have to go by federal rules, So it's humbling to sit and listen. Yeah, as far as that goes, the other guy was not charged with anything. Now, to me, it should all be, false police report, or he should get charged with making a false claim. But right now,
release, aggravated assault.
Yeah, at least aggravated assault because he hit first
Mhm.
and he hit with a weapon. So, you know, in the beginning, they didn't show the pictures of that, you know. Um, so, our family has just been beside ourselves the last couple of days because you talking about getting a new lease on life, that goes far.
Figuratively and literally,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it even goes, I mean, you get your life back, you know. And like he said before, you know, it's hard to make plans, you know, for anything because he never knew what tomorrow held. You keep scooting over further and further. And so now we were teasing. Now the next big step we got to go through is we need to plan a wedding. But it's hello, John Chalker. Did I miss anybody else coming in? Charlie Grace. I love you, lady. She's one of my favorite redheads, I'm telling you. And I'm sorry I'm not. Oh, sorry, Isabella. I said she's one of my favorite redheads. Oh, did anything happen to the other guy? As far as we know, no, Michelle.
We
That's.
left over there shouting.
Oh, honey, I was doing the little shouting dance. If anybody knows me at all, if anybody's ever been to church with me, Ron Jean can tell you that. I was doing the shouting dance to my car, let me tell you. And yeah, he was never forgotten. God was with him the entire time. And you know, looking back now, Bub even says, I mean, even now, Bub says, he knows that God never forgot him, but when you're in the fire and you can actually feel the heat, you know, and oh,
I guess you just read that last comment there by
Diane says, come into Discord and tell the story. People are going to go
insane.
insane. Yeah. You saw Mama in the pictures and stuff. Somebody's already posted something. Yeah, I got permission to put a little video together and put it out on YouTube. And at first I thought, you know, that's private matters. We don't need to do that, you know, stuff like that. But when you think of the power of God, you know, the strength that Bub had and the faith that Bub had, and not just Bub, I mean, but all of us that were, you know, standing behind him. And we went out there today, and of course, you know, Bub knows he has his family. You know, he knew he had us in his at his back. The Smalls RV and the Smalls RV Adventures. Hello, honey. Even though, you know, he knew we had his back and that we were there to support him. You know, you think, okay, you got 5 or 6, but when they kept coming out of that office, you know, I mean, everybody from
It wasn't just like
the
3, 4, 5 people. It was the entire firm.
yeah. I said, I've got pictures on my phone. Where's my phone? Duh, it's up here.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
We enjoy my world. Hello, honey. This is the staff that was there, and this doesn't even. I don't see her.
No, that was the last person there, and
The
there at the end. Yeah.
yeah, we don't have her in there.
Yeah.
She is no. There's a girl, another girl. Oh no, she's over there.
Yeah, she's over.
she is what is not, yeah, not the DA, the main public defender. You know, she's like the boss. And she even talks about, you know, in their job, they don't get a lot of wins, you know. And so it was a big case for them. But
I
every
started
one
referring
of
to him as the
those,
poster child now.
yeah, he's the
Now their new
poster.
poster child.
He's their new poster child. They never gave up faith. They never gave up hope. And Steve, Adventures RV Adventures. Hello, sweetheart. And so they kept coming out of that office and shaking Bub's hand and our hand. And, and so Collins Trivia. Hello, honey. I know this is a little different than my most lives, but I've got to give this praise report. I have to give this praise. And God is so awesome. They kept coming out of the office and shaking our hands and you know, I mean, from, like I said, from the top girl to the investigators to BJ's lawyer to all the other lawyers that work there, even some of the, I mean, even new lawyers, some young people that, you know, had just passed the bar. So, you know, they could not, like I said, everybody else had turned Bub away and had given him no hope. And this lawyer took on this case and he said, I can't guarantee you anything, but by looking at it, this is what I see. And that's exactly what he saw, the truth in it. And the lawyer told, which I've got a lot of this on video. I'm hoping I've got this part on there. But the lawyer is a former defense attorney. So he's usually not defense attorney, prosecuting attorney. I get it right in a minute. He's usually the one, you know,
Saying, no, this guy's
on
guilty.
the other side, yeah, saying he's guilty. This person's guilty. This person's guilty. And he said the road that it took to get him into the defendant's office, he didn't quite understand it until he met BJ. And when he met Bub, he knew why he was where he was. He said, it may be for the one, he pointed at Bub. He said, or it may be for hundreds, but they need to fight for carriage of injustice. And that is their plight, is to stand up for the little guy, to right the wrongs, you know. And this man says, you know, he even said God had him in the right place at the right time. And it was amazing to hear the lawyer say that he would get down on his knees every night and pray for Bub in this case. And that he prayed every time he went, before he went into the courtroom. And then, I mean, so it was amazing. And it was, oh, they did. They held on to each other and cried and cried. It was like a brotherly bond was made that, you know, just exceeds explanation, you know. So after we got done there, and about a box of tissues later, and we went out to dinner or lunch, whatever you want to call it. And we were treated, Beth, lovely little Beth, She says, "Bill's on me." And I'm like, "Girl, you can't do this." She's like, "Hey, you know." But for the first time in years, I got to go out with my bub and watch him sit down in a restaurant and relax. And he's looking around with all, like he's seeing everything with brand new eyes now, I mean, when I first came down last year, and I took him to get glasses, um, he was terrified. He didn't even like being a passenger in the car. He every time he'd see a cop, you could see him. He sat and was wringing his hands. He was terrified, you know. Well, I'm trying to get your half cut off there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. You want it that way. Okay.
Yes, because I don't want to be digging into my ear on screen.
Oh, sorry. Let me smack it out of you. He was terrified to get out in public. When he gets around a lot of people, he still gets nervous and stuff. But I mean, before he was terrified. He didn't even go, don't even really, would you say, go to the store for yourself, because he didn't like being in a crowd. He was always afraid somebody was out to get him. And so, that comes from living on the inside like that. And yeah, it's still going to take some adjustments to do, but he's got some adjustments to do, and dealing with the PTSD and everything. But to sit and watch him look around in this restaurant and actually enjoy being there, you know. Uh, oh, Joy, honey, you wouldn't know how much God has shielded him. He would sit in prison, and of course, they called him old man in prison. He's younger than I am. I couldn't understand them calling him old man. But of course, when a new gang comes in, they try to pick on the weak and make a name for themselves. And this guy came up to him and told him, he said, "What if I bashed your head in, old man?" And he asked me, he said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm praying." He's like, "Yeah, well, what if I just bash your head in? What good's that going to do? What are you going to do then?" He said, "I'll just continue to pray." And so he looked back. So that guy stood back and looked and just walked away. And a little while later, more people came in. Another group had come in, and they come up to Bub and started mouthing off. Next thing you know, Bub said he felt this hand on his shoulder, and he looked up, and it was that first gang member. He said, "You don't mess with Mr. Wiley." He said, "Nobody messes with Mr. Wiley." And that right there shows you God putting people in places doing things that you wouldn't expect. And so God shielded him and protected him in more ways than we can even imagine. And as much as the boy's been through, he gives God the praise for it. I can't quit talking about it. I'm sorry. But so now we were teasing, me and Bub were teasing today. Now we can actually go fishing. We could relax, So we went to the courthouse, or not the courthouse, is beside the courthouse, to the lawyer's office this morning. And it was funny though, because we all had sweaters and coats on. And we came out and it's just like this big ray of sunshine. I mean, it had warmed up, the sun had come out. It's like the whole world looked bright and beautiful again. And it was amazing. I mean, I was just so overwhelmed at God's work today. So, but I wanted to give you that praise report. And I want people to realize, and even I have failed and come short on this, but never give up on your faith. Never give up never weaken in your beliefs. Never think that you're alone. Even in the quietest times when you think you're all alone, God's right there with you. He's got your back, And, it's when all seems dark, there is still that ray of light. Sometimes we have to look for it and we have to hold on to that, and it will get you through the storms. So you guys, that is my little Susan, hello. Yep, Susan, be careful going home, take care of your dad or checking on your dad. But Diane knows, even in Discord, we have what we call a prayer room. People go in and request, prayers, or, it's, yeah, and sometimes we get a little backward and a little ashamed to ask, and we shouldn't be that way. I want everybody to know that if you ask me for prayer, you're going to get prayer. I am going to not just, a one time, oh Lord, remember so and so, they got so and so going on, and then go on about it. It is a wholehearted discussion between me and God about your needs. And then I go to my mom. She's one of the strongest prayer warriors I've known. She's pulled me through some mighty tough times. I should say she's prayed me through some mighty tough times. And so, guys, just know that we are here for you. If you think nobody else is here for you, we are here for you. You guys are family to me. And yes, the Lord answers to all.
Amen.
That is the truth. Some people say, oh, I don't think he hears my prayers because of. There is no because of in this scenario. God hears your prayers. And he hears your heart. Sometimes, even when I'm praying, sometimes I'm like, God, I don't have the words, but you know my heart. And I know, Susan, I missed their live stream yesterday. I kept looking for that too. But guys, just know that we're here for you. We're here for each other. And God is always got your back. He is He is on the seas with you if you're cruising. He's on the mountains with you if you're in the mountains. He's in the desert with you. Places I cannot personally be with you, God's right there, you know, and don't be afraid to ask Him for things, you know. I always look at it like this: God's my Father, and I would ask Him and go to Him just like I would my earthly father, you know, Dad, this has come up, I need help for this. I need, don't be afraid to ask Him for anything because He's your Father. And as a parent, you all know how it is, you know. And but anyway, that's enough of that. How was your day?
That's enough of that only because you didn't want to start crying.
Yes, exactly. I've done my little soapbox preaching today, so He hears our prayers, just we might not like the answers. That's true. Cass Love, hello, hello. Oh, thank you. She says she agrees with me 100%. After all, Mom prayed for twins with me. Woo! Thank God that's one prayer He didn't answer.
I turn around, there's an elbow.
Oh, sorry. I almost elbowed my kid.
Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, that is one prayer that I'm glad that God didn't answer. Phew. I'd have had to got Stock Explorer. Thank you. Thank you. So that's one reason me and Josh hasn't been out and about too much lately. We've been waiting around to hear from the lawyer.
As much aggravation and headaches as I give you, aren't you glad that I wasn't a twin?
Well, honey, if you had been a twin, I might have had a child. Because Mama and Papa set claim to you the day you were born.
That is true.
I tell them all the time, hey, I gave birth to him, I get visitation rights, right?
It's joint custody.
Yeah, it's like we had joint custody of him. Me. Okay.
Shut up, Mom.
Yeah. He said, shut up, Mom.
Oh wait, I gotta say this comment the way I heard it.
Don't. Oh yes, Charlie Grace. Legal stuff can be quite aggravating. So hopefully I get a call tomorrow that I get to go out to the Get Swamped farm.
Charlie Grace, aw, sweet kiddo. Most times.
Most times. I should say when he's sleeping. But you do kick in your sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, he throws them long arms of his.
What's funny is I don't have long arms.
Oh, they seem pretty long when you smack him in when you was a kid in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Oh. That's it. I'm done. That does it. I'm calling Mom. Yeah.
I thought that would have been awesome.
Oh, two uncles to pick on.
Yes. Could you imagine how many carpet tags?
Charlie Grace, thank you so much for being here. Sorry you came in and I'm not one of my usual lives, but I'm winding back up and I'm just so excited. And
if I would have had two uncles, could you imagine the tax on the carpet?
Oh Lord have mercy.
What uncle would have went through would have been double.
But all right, guys, I'm doing a live here.
I think that was a polite way of saying, Mom, shut up.
Oh goodness.
Mom,
But,
free.
I forgot where I was even going. Oh, okay.
Halo.
Yeah, so this stress has been lifted. My car's back up and running. Just pray for my credit cards. They took a good hit. But at least my tire's not going to beat me home if we go somewhere. Um, oh, that's it. Ronald James called and telling on me. um, so me and Josh, we need to get out of the house.
Yeah, we needed to go on another adventure.
Yeah, so we don't know which way we'll go, but we need to find another adventure. Like I said, hopefully I will get the call from Robbie so that we could go down. Does anybody remember the show Swamp Brothers? Where the two brothers were mainly, from what I can gather, one brother wrestled the alligators, got the alligators and all this stuff. He was the more physical guy. But if anybody remembers that show, then you know Robbie Kesey. If you have seen the fairly new YouTube channel called Get Swamped, then you know Robbie Kesey. Talked to him again today. I talked to him last night and he said send him another email. So I talked to him today. Yes, he got the email. Wanted to know about how to do it. So I'm like, here's my phone number. Just give me a call tomorrow. What is Jason apologizing for?
Apologizing for not being around much.
Oh, Jason, don't you have a wife? Don't you have kids? Don't you have things to do there? What are you apologizing for? You have a life too, you know. Angie have been battling some battle. All right, guys.
Yeah. Forget it.
Angie, I have been fighting some battles with the devil and in constant prayer for help from the Lord. Jason, why have you been battling it alone? You know, I mean, you might have said things in Discord, and I have to admit, I'm not on Discord that much because there's something strange goes on with Discord and my phone. And so I tried.
Does your phone want to tap out whenever Discord's up?
No, I get weird messages or like text messages. Yeah. But I've gone in, I've changed all of my passwords, I've changed everything. It still happens.
Huh.
So, you know, but at least this time I don't think it looks like I'm sending them out. But so I'm not in Discord as much, but we do have the Discord Messenger. Now that I will check. And of course, the Facebook Messenger. Jason, never battle alone. That's one thing I'll tell anybody. There's power in a group, you know. And not only that,
Strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
When you start getting weak, then the other person can be strong for you, and vice versa. You know, it is easier for two people to carry a load than it is for one. It's easier for four people to carry the load instead of one. So never be afraid to ask, because, like I said, we love you. We love you very much, and I don't care if it is a 10-page email. I will read and pray over every word of it. So never ever feel like, you know, because I check my emails. Sometimes I think, well, maybe it's going to spam, or maybe something is, you know, I'm not, it's not notifying me. And I go check my emails to see if I've gotten anything that I might have missed. So, so yes, tomorrow I need a to-do list
Why is everything itching now? First my hands, then my nose, then my ears.
because skin's drying out where it's been cold and windy. That's exactly what's going on. I need a piece of paper. I need to make a to-do list. First thing on the to-do list is call.
I'm about to get a tattoo gun so I can tattoo that on your
'Cause
forehead.
I keep telling them all the time, remind me to call Patricia.
And then,
Remind me to call Patricia.
then a little bit later, I'm like,
And then,
Mom,
yeah.
you need to call somebody. Oh, I'll do that later. Forget.
So, I have found a good group here, and I didn't have many. They're
Having
having,
my back, God is good.
yes, yes. God be with you, the whole family. Thank you, Patricia. And so, I can't reach my. Anyway,
Reach for it now.
nope, that's not the right book.
Is it the one that's underneath that tin tray?
No, it's my little one.
Your little one?
But anyway, just remind me to call Patricia tomorrow.
Book now because you will forget.
Bad part about it was I had two things to do today.
And she didn't do either or.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just joking. I thought you might have done one.
No.
Nope.
Nope. I had two things.
Joke turns into fact.
Well, I had two things to do today. Call in our medicines and call Patricia.
Hey guys,
Yes.
about what's the average price for a tattoo gun? Do this.
Yeah. My tattoo will have to do, made like a little list.
Yeah.
So I
we
can
get,
just
like,
write it in and then just,
We'll put to do right there on your forearm,
Yeah.
and then with a Sharpie or
you
something.
start writing in what we need to do.
Yeah, that way.
But
you
yes,
start
I've got it wrote down. I've got it wrote down now. So I can't forget it. Thank you
I'm
all.
in a
I've been
mood
fighting
to
this
not
battle.
not do much lately too. That's me every day. It's like I need to do this, but I don't want.
Yes, Jason. Yes, prayer will help. I have been in a mood to not do much lately too. Ain't that the truth? But it's just been, because we knew that the judge would take about 2 weeks to come out with this. And so it seems like the longer it took, the more stressed I got. So it took its toll on me. It really did. It even got to where I wasn't sleeping good, which, I don't sleep good anyway. But when I come down here, but since I've been down here, I get on a better sleep pattern.
Yeah, it's called literally all day.
No, but I mean, I've been going to bed before midnight now. And some mornings, I don't even get up till like 9 o'clock.
You say that like that's late?
Well, for me, that's amazing because I usually only sleep like 2-3 hours. So, yes, Cass, love, I've been having those headaches too.
Yeah, about a 250-pound headache right there.
Yeah. I've got 14 in the house now.
I think at
Victoria
one point, like,
Steve fell over.
Steve, I'm beginning to think you're an alcoholic, dude. You keep tipping over.
He keeps tipping over.
There you go again.
Victoria, hello, sweetheart. So yeah, tomorrow, I'm gonna call Patricia bright and early so I don't forget. Okay, after I've had my coffee and
I was gonna say,
and get that
Coffee for
scheduled
living
because, like I said, I know Patricia and I know Darian, and when we got this good news, they were two of the people that I thought of first that I wanted to share this good news with.
Mm.
You know, because God is great. And so it's just been amazing. We've scraped up a little extra money, so we may even get to go to Gatorland,
Will I get a chance to feed an aggro lizard?
and you could feed an aggro lizard.
Yes.
We can't feed too many aggro lizards this time of year because when it's cold like this, they go into hibernation,
Mm.
and if they eat, they die. So because their system has to
Yeah, their
warm up
metabolism
pretty much
all of
so.
it shuts down. Yeah.
Fairy dust, hello. So is it weird that I know this much about alligators?
Is it weird that for somebody with such a low IQ and what's it called, GPA, that I actually know stuff?
No, you have a low GPA, but you don't have a low IQ.
I probably do because
No, I've sat and listened to you. No, you are very smart. Yeah. Oh,
only for the stuff that I
just
do.
got home cooking dinner. Hello, Tracy. What's
What are
for
we-
dinner?
I was gonna ask that.
But actually, I will admit, we went to Chili's for lunch or brunch, and I haven't had a steak in I couldn't tell you how long.
Oh wait, I could just do that and be like, "Shut up, Mom."
Yeah, don't you dare hit my shut off buttons. And
Your shut up button.
so I actually had me steak and loaded baked potatoes earlier today.
The potatoes was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's eating new things. Yes, fairy dust, Gatorland. And if anybody has watched Gatorland vlogs or whatever, if we go down there, then we're going to see Savannah and hopefully get to interview her and some of the guys that work there, like the guy they call Magic Mike, Northside Nick, Southside Steve.
I'm a little leery on that one.
Magic Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably
no.
get a kick out of that.
No. An old boss man. Tracy's having what? Turkey what? Potatoes O'Brien with turkey. Something other kebabs. I don't know. I can't see it.
Kielbasa.
Kebabs. Ah. Shopping around for my rig.
Magic Mike. Dance.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess he could dance pretty good when them gators start nipping at his toes. So, but that's two of the things that I am trying to get to do.
I'm still trying to decipher
Um,
Tracy's comment there. Is she having potatoes with O'Brien or with O'Brien?
Potatoes O'Brien's a type of potato.
Okay, so
Type of potatoes.
it's not like a dinner date and or possible cannibalism going on?
No,
Okay.
it's not a dinner date. It's not cannibalism.
Cannibalism?
I'll tell you, it's been a long day. Oh, don't shut me off.
Well,
No, I don't think you hit it. It didn't tell me I went muted.
oh, okay.
So I'm not muted, am I?
Throw people off and just be like,
But I have to watch about Gatorland. Well, even going down to Robbie's, it's a couple hour drive. Well, maybe not quite a couple hours, but I wish a dinner day.
again,
A day
clarify.
or cannibalism. Yeah, Tracy, yeah, kind of clarify that one, please.
It's dark humor.
Just have not got much done here lately. I hope you find what you're looking for. Oh, okay, that's sweet. Yeah. So even going to Robbie's, I said it's about an hour and a half to Bushnell, down past the villages. And we did miss
Wait,
the
what's the name of the place?
Bushnell.
Holy crap! I think it's also a gun company.
Yeah, there's a yeah.
We need to go.
But we did miss the Renaissance Festival. That was this past weekend. When we were going out, we thought we saw a sign for it, and we meant to check on that and forgot. But
Enter sad boy noises here.
Robbie and him went. There'd have been no way I could have handled it.
Oh, really?
He said they got there early, and there was about 1,000 cars there, and the place wasn't even half full yet. When they left, there's 3,000 or 4,000 more cars. He's at least 2,000 to 3,000
Yeah, sounds about
additional
right.
cars, and that big of a crowd and that
That's it.
much
Next time we
walking.
come back down here,
Yeah.
I'm bringing my armor.
But Ocala apparently has one of the biggest Renaissance festivals.
Okay, Tracy clarified.
Oh, Tracy clarified. With
It was a whole Irish guy.
oh, Brian, get it?
Alcoholism. I mean,
No. Oh gosh.
like what I was telling BJ today. Like for somebody who's literally part Scottish, Irish, and German, I'm surprised I'm not an alcoholic.
So,
Like I said,
um, YouTube, Angie, hey. Oh, to Charlie Grace's. Charlie Grace has got a live stream going on. So, guys, I am going to jump off here. Wanted to bring this amazing news to you guys. I've got some more film to edit and try to get out in the next day or two. Me and Josh is going to get on the road and do some stuff in the next day or two. You know, keep watching. You never know what you're going to find on my channel. You know, it's just part of our daily life, you know, and our daily adventures, right, bub? My ride or die. So, guys, I love yous all. And thank you all for being here. Let's all jump over to Charlie Grace's channel. Give her some big loves for me. And I will see you all on the streets of YouTube. And I'll see you guys again Saturday. I love you guys. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Love yous. Bye.